So I'm back. I've just been watching stuff on YouTube and on the TV about Gavin Newsom. Yeah, he's brilliant, him, isn't he? He really is a clever man. What is with the water virtually turned off in California? Why would you do that? Because there's no way that I'm having it. It's about a little tiddly fish called a smelt. Because no one fucking cares. Because there's no money in that, is there? Oh no, there's no money in that. So there's another reason. Is it about some sort of taxation? Is it about connections and giving it to certain consortiums of farms that if they can grow more will make more, and the privateer will have to sell his land to the consortium because he can't grow fuck all because they give him 3 drips of water every week? Is that what it is? But on top of that, when he's standing being interviewed and he's got, well, let's say the houses weren't burning that were behind him, but they were certainly smouldering, and he's standing there giving it his little shoulder dance with a big smile on his face. Like, this is great, it's an opportunity, yeah. No, it's fucking not, mate. Everybody's house burned down. It's not, I do feel for the likes of Adam Sandler and his reportedly £85 million house that got incinerated. But I'm sure Adam's got money to build another one. And I'm pretty sure Adam was well and truly insured. And then there's Mel Gibson, same boat, burnt to the ground. You've got to feel for them. It's not just houses. It doesn't matter how much money you've got. Your kids could have been in there. All your kids' bits and pieces are in there. Whether it's fluffy teddies they've had forever, or it's memorabilia, or it's your missus's wedding dress, or it's photographs, or some trinket that your mum gave you and she passed away 20 years ago. It's people's homes, it's people's lives, and it's all gone because some dickhead decided with his entourage that they needed to save the smelt. Even though this was pointed out to them, how many years ago, by a certain fella called Donald, that this was not a plan. They needed to forget the smelt, and they needed to clear the brush, and they needed to cut the trees, and they needed to clean the forests out and get all those years and years of leaves off the floor and branches and all the rest of it and keep it clear. And the big one, let's have some water in the fucking fire hydrants. So when you turn the fire hydrant on, it doesn't just squeak and fuck all else comes out of it. Because it's not a lot of use. In amongst all these multi-million pound houses. It's just fucking, God, why? To what end? Because you can't, although I would like to, you can't blame it all on the people that were appointed. These ladies that were appointed, be they of whatever persuasion, whatever colour, whatever sexual gender, whatever, who cares? I don't. All I wanted to see was water coming out the fucking hydrant. I wasn't caring who was going to turn up to fucking rescue me. Which, according to one of them ladies, was somehow important. You would care when your fucking house is burning down and you're trying to get your kids out. Somehow you'd be bothered whether a fucking black fella, a white fella, a black woman or a white woman turned up to rescue you. Really? No. I would just like to see a big fucking red engine with shitloads of water pouring out of a fucking hose pipe. Neither of which happened. So the colour of the fireman was kind of immaterial. It was a moot point, wasn't it? I hope she hasn't got a fucking job anymore because she shouldn't have one. Oh, this was the same one, by the way, that decided to declare that. It was your fella's own fault because she wouldn't be able to carry him out because she was a girl. It was his own fault for getting himself in the wrong place at the wrong time when there was a fire. Now, I hope her fire compadres, the fellow firemen, women, persons, people, whatever the fuck you call them these days, them geezers with the hose pipes that didn't work in the yellow jackets and the fucking tin hats, you would have to hope that one of them gentlemen didn't catch himself in a corner that he couldn't get out of, because there's no fucking way she was going to rescue him, because he shouldn't have got himself in that position. Well, what a fucking attitude, man. She's got to go. And the other one, what's her name? Bass, the mayor. the mayor of, the mayor of fuck all now because it's all burnt down. The mayor, what a fucking idiot, talking to Trump. And Trump saying, just make emergency orders. Make them now. You can make them. Do it now. Let the people on their plots, let them sort it out. Get them to sign a waiver if you have to. If they hurt themselves, they hurt themselves. It's their plot. It's their dust. They're going back there to sift through. Let them get onto it. Don't be fucking telling them they've got to wait 18 months because of permits, you prick. What fucking planet are you from? Is this to force them into a corner? So the Adam Sandlers, no offence, Adam, but the Adam Sandlers of this world, they don't give a fuck. They'll wait forever. And eventually build a house 10 times bigger and 10 times more expensive than the one that was stood there before. So for Adam, in a roundabout way, with all that money, it might be a good ending in a couple of years' time. It might work out all right. But for those people who haven't got a pot to piss in, who didn't have insurance, and were only there because the house had been handed down from granddad to dad to son to... What are they going to do? Because they've got nothing. Is this why Bass doesn't do anything and says you've got to wait 18 months? Is this why Newsom does his little fucking shoulder dance while he's grinning? Because he knows what's coming. I bet the plans are already submitted for building condos on off that fucking land. Because someone's going to make a lot of money out of it. And it won't be the poor fuckers that had a house there a couple of weeks ago. Shouldn't in some way or form, shouldn't that state be somehow liable when those people, they must pay a council tax. In the UK, we pay a council tax for all our services. So if they're all paying their tax, where was the service? Because if there was no service and there was no firemen, because they defunded the fucking fire brigade, fucking hell, man. You'd have to draw me a fucking picture on how that is advantageous. I've got pens, coloured ones. You probably need coloured ones, fucking rainbow ones, probably. You're going to have to draw a picture and explain that to me, how defunding anything is better. I know, let's not spend money on getting water to California. That's a good idea. I know, let's defund all the fucking police so we can have riots all over the fucking country. I know, let's not give any fucking money to the border wall and the border forces so we can have half the fucking planet Earth pour through the fucking doors. So we can have Venezuela jail every bastard with an MS-13 fucking tag stuck on them, or Malas. And if we can't jail them, let's send them to the fucking States because they took the wall down. Woo! You couldn't fucking make it up. So Newsom, he's got to fucking go. Bass, got to go. And the pricks who appointed him got to go. And let's have a Democratic Party that is a fit, able... What's the word? I'm looking for a word. See, because I want to say shower of wankers, but I can't say that. Fit and able political party that is an actual opposition to Donald Trump. Not that I think Donald's doing anything wrong. I don't think he is. I think he's got off to... It's fucking hell. It's not even a flying start. It's a rocket ship start. He's hit the ground fucking sprinting. And at 78, it's pretty good going. But he's going for it big time. Fantastic. Great. It's what we need. We need it. The planet needs it. Because we need someone sane sitting in that chair in the White House. We don't need fucking dithering old men who don't know where the fuck they are. And let's be honest, he wasn't making decisions. There was a fucking world of other people making those decisions. Civil servants that haven't been shifted for 40 fucking years. As which Biden was one. He was in that fucking place for 50 years, I believe. 50 fucking years! Not that his ideas had any influence on anybody. Oh, no. No, of course he didn't. That's how come he ended up in that fucking position in the first place. As a dithering old bastard. But anyway, I digress. So my vote is, sack the fucking lot of them in California. They need to go. And we need a Democratic Party as a sensible opposition to the Republicans so there can be discussions. So when silly ideas are made by silly people, because they're always on both sides, you know, Republican has fucking lunatics, the same as the fucking Democrats do. The sensible Democrats, a couple of them have poked their head above the parapet just recently, which is really, really fantastic to see. One of them's called Fetterman. Now, I must admit, when I first saw Mr. Fetterman and he got appointed, it was quite obvious to a blind man that he was appointed in order that he could be used as a puppet by people that were in the Democratic Party. There was no two ways about it. They wanted him in there for some reason. And the poor bugger could hardly fucking talk at the time. He couldn't get anything right because he'd had a stroke, of which I know all about because my mother's had 4 of them. And it's a horrendous thing to live through. Good luck to him, and he's doing really well. But he talks sense, and he wants to talk to everybody. Trump's in power, that's it, accept it, that's his attitude. So now I need to talk to people, and let's get some things rolling. Fantastic, good start. We need more Fettermans and people like him that can have proper real live conversations and come up with great ideas. So at the next election, you know what? It's not an election that everybody knows the Republicans are just going to trounce the Democrats in, because as soon as that situation arises, like happened over here with Conservatives for 14 years, no one gives a fuck anymore. They just do what they want. And it will, unfortunately, seep into the Republicans, as much as I don't want it to. It will. It always does. So, on that thought, kiddies, boys and girls, cats, I'm going for my dinner. Ta-da.